not it. It's time for me to respect the ones you love mean more than anything. So with sadness in my heart, I believe the best thing I could do is end it all and leave forever. What's done is done, it feels so bad. What once was happy, now is sad. I'll never love again, my world is ending. I wish that I could turn back time, 'cause now the guilt is all mine. Can't live without the trust from those you love. I know we can't forget the past. We can't forget love and pride, because
you have a letter, it would seem.
Oh, nice. Okay, so last time we avenged our little queen. Our grown-up queen. And she's now dead. Fuck, I forgot. Two brothers weaponry. It's one brother weaponry nowadays.
Personal. He's done a lot for us. We should see what he wants. Off to the junk heap then.
Yes, indeed. Let's head off to the junk heap and see what, was it Jacob? No, Gideon wants. I feel like there's a lot of Gideons in RPGs for some reason. My bitrate is up and down. Can you stay still for a bit? Rolling down the highway. Rolling down the highway. Going through roads. Every day, every day. Let's see what they want. Oh, a meal. I know that you could fly, but you don't have to taunt me like that. I don't believe that is good manners. I feel that a peasant like me could only walk, jump, and climb, while you fly all the way. That's not right, is it? Okay, let's see what Gideon wants now.
Hey there. Your weapon is ready to go.
Great. Thanks.
Iron Will.
You know, with a weapon like that,
You were going to say?
I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
I want you to avenge my brother.
Oh, he became silent all of a sudden.
That is a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's the whole reason I've been creating these weapons for the past 4 years.
But you were the one that killed him.
I don't care about money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards.
Which bastards?
The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
A shade has joined forces with a robot.
There's a shade in there?
Yes.
And what have we decided?
We're gonna kill it.
Kill all the shades, kill. Woo! I'm just waiting for the plot twist. At this point, I can't wait for the plot twist to happen. I mean, it's fairly obvious, aside from the fact that I've been spoiled a bit. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, I just know that it's going to happen at some point. But the points are quite obvious at this point. Point. But yeah. So both the MC and seemingly everyone around them are trying to emphasize on the fact that they want to take revenge. And why would they do that? Like, why would they emphasize on something petty as revenge? It's to build up to the story. And building up to the story this way is just asking for a plot twist to happen, so... Are we going to be two? I don't know. I didn't ask him where we were going to go, but I guess we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, we were here last time. This time, where do we go? Robots. If I remember correctly, you could blow this up last time, so let's pick this up. And boom. This door was broken, I assume? Nope. Look kind of suspicious though. Oh yeah, it was this. Never mind. We don't need this. We just continue. That one was killing me. Pause. What are these boxes for? I wonder. Ah! Ah! Fuck, man. Stop. Okay, there's gates. We need a bomb. I guess we have to. Here we go, some titanium alloy. Backhand these motherfuckers. Oh, right, this guy. Ooh, almost died. Some more titanium alloy. Now, if possible, give me a bomb. Nice. More bombs. Works. But now what though? Haven't been in here. It's locked and broken. Also locked and broken. What's this? Locked and broken. Assume it's here. This will help. Skill is broken. So broken. Broken. Enemy meets us up here. Okay, there's somewhere. Okay, nice. Finally. Somewhere that is not the place where I've gone around. Another area that I'm locked into. Okay. Oh. Can't really block that. one. Titanium alloys. Yes, I need a lot of those incoming. Locked inside here too. Use our OP skill. Jesus. Oh no, trigger cutscene. I missed the room, I missed the room! Ah. My eyes, man, what the fuck? Can I go back? Yes, I can. Oh, okay. So this was the only way I could go anyway. That's just my controller acting up. Okay, this is a new area. Which way do I go?
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine. What's that about?
Don't know, don't care. All that matters is that we kill them both.
See what I mean? So he's like, you know, out of character, being the. I mean, I guess it's like some kind of cheap character development, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right the way he's saying things. He's just asked for like some kind of plot twist in the end of it. Oh, here we go.
It seems we have found the entrance to our robot friend's hideout.
Right. Let's head down.
Are you mad? We've no idea what lies below.
Beats going the long way around. Come on.
What's this? Oh, Beast Curse. I like beast stuff. Oh, this one. I wonder if it's charge effects that gets affected by the heavy things. Wait, they're both heavy anyway. Anyway, I'll go with the beast stuff. Beast Bane, Beast, Lord, Beast, Curse. Let's go. The beast set. Oh, there's the shade.
detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Looks like we found him.
Good lord, it's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Look at the shade!
That thing is commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs! Knock it down! Take out the shade!
Exterminating. Aim. 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 Must defend my mission.
Oh, damn it. It's a shade! It's a shade!
I know something. Okay. Here we go. Yattay. Yatayışları. So we got wings. It's not gonna fly with it, is he?
This thing can transform?
Hold on. Here we go. He's flying with it. Really? Hello, that doesn't make sense.
Watch for falling debris.
Look out!
Escape. 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 Go. See the world. Earl. Must protect. Must fight.
Where do you think you're going?
No mere robot can face the majesty of Grimoire Vice.
I can't concentrate with all this bullshit fancy talk!
It's gonna blow. Oh. Oh. Nothing? Oh, shades. Oh, that's a new skill. Or not, maybe.
Must defend my mission.
You.
You stupid machine! You killed my family! You took everything from me!
I don't get this part. I don't know why, but they keep deciding to fucking... I don't know, man.
Hey, come on. That's enough.
I did it! Now that this goddamn thing is dead, I can forage wherever I want. Just wait, you goddamn freak! Now I can just leave it to me. Leave it all to me!
Look, we get it, okay? Really?
Hatred and madness will never heal a wounded heart.
Maybe it's just all he's capable of right now.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
Yeah, I know.
Is that the last part? Am I done now?
This is the last of them.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord.
Okay.
And Yona.
We got all of them, and now Shadow Lord.
We certainly can.
Is it the climax?
Hold on,
soon?
Yona. I'm almost there.
Okay, let's head back to Popol, I guess. Wait, where am I going? Went the wrong way? Yeah, I did. Fuck it. Roll, roll down the road. Look at the tree branch. Why don't we pick that up?
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as
True.
if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Trap. How could this be a trap? Did they really set it up? Or was it Devil and Popola that set this shit up? They're both here this time. Okay.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona. I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back.
About that.
Yeah?
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
Thanks.
It feels like...
Be careful, alright?
Okay,
Please be...
sure. I'm kind of suspicious of Devil and Popola now. So now where do I go? Let's go save real quick. And head this way. Whatever way this is. Are we taking the ferry? Maybe we are.
Oh there. Popola told me about you. Just tell me where you're going, and I'll take you there.
Where are we going? Was it the Lost Shrine? I mean, I guess it is. If we're taking a ferry and it's going to be somewhere, it can't be anywhere else.
Are we ready?
So, yeah. we
Let's
always
all
are.
make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
Here we go. Probably need some of that. A couple more help solves won't hurt. Strength capsules. I'll take it. I'll take anything you have. Your Devil Queen. They don't look very nice, for fuck's sake. The only one that is cool is the Beast Curse. Was that a ghost? What the fuck was that? Or was that Emil? What the fuck was that? This place. I assume we climb all the way up. A bit unsure of where we're going, but on this side maybe? feel like this was a dead end last time I checked. Hello. It's running a bit late this time, but just half an hour. We just retrieved. Well, we did kill a boss, although he was a pushover. So we got all the fragments, and now we're heading towards the climax, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, so now we're at the Citadel, or whatever this part is. And we're still looking for a place where I can insert... Oh shit, what the fuck is this? Complex machine. Yeah, this place is... It was one of the first places we visited, and it still blows my mind. The lighting and everything too. But I don't know where to go. So I guess we continue through these doors. Okay. Well, it's up at least, so let's continue through this path. One more of those. I mean, I don't think it's necessary to kill him. Just skip anything. Some more heals won't hurt. Okay. They have given some hints that Devil and Popola might you know, be working against us somehow. Although I'm not sure if that's like entirely correct or not. So it's just something that I've picked up on, just from how they phrase things or something. So we'll see how it's gonna play out, I guess. I believe it was here somewhere. I need to defeat these, otherwise I can't. Yeah, they are actually. So this might tie everything together. So I'm hoping I'm gonna get a mind boom soon. As to why, for example, why Devil and Poplar are still alive and these characters aren't. So yeah, it might be a thing. Oh, what's up here? Maybe it's old age, but this guy haven't aged for. They did like a long time skip in the start, like 1,000-year time skip, and he didn't age a fucking day. But 5 years later, he aged like he actually grew up for whatever reason. So I'm a bit confused as to why he grew up. He didn't grow up then for 1,000 years, but 5 years later, from that point on, he started to grow. I don't quite. I'm a bit lost on that part. Okay, save. Anyway, I think we are ready for the climax. Well, I don't think this is the climax. I think we at the half point. Or at least 60% point.
It's strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. We first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
Yeah, here we go. So, this is where everything turns around. I've been waiting for a plot twist all this time. Sorry for the sniffling, but I've been waiting for all the for a plot twist all this time because the MC all of a sudden and the characters around them are like very set into revenge for whatever reason, and it feels very unnatural. And because it feels so unnatural, and they emphasize it anyways, it's got to be some kind of story building. So I'm waiting for a plot twist from here on.
And now the path is open.
Okay, let's see. It's an elevator. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. I kind of recognize this place from Nier Automata. It was near the end. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, never mind. It's not the same place. Oh yeah, it's been 5 years since we met Yona too, so she's probably grown up. What is that? Birds.
To whom does the true voice speak?
Bird.
To whom does the true form show itself?
Nokorika.
You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
Why did humans disappear from the world? But they haven't, right?
What the hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I have heard this somewhere before.
Why have humans disappeared from Earth?
To whom does the true form show itself? I ask, why did humans disappear from the world? You must answer.
Because their lives are short? I doubt it would be something so straightforward as because of the black disease. This would be the main character's point of view. But I'm saying because their lives are short. Let's go from the main character's point of view for one.
I answer because of a black disease.
And that's the only two, I think.
I ask, how can humans extend their lives?
How can humans extend their lives? By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree, or by separating body from soul. I can only assume but are you still truly alive if you separate your body from your soul? By acquiring leaves of the sacred tree. Sounds so shallow though. It sounds materialistic, which I don't know. The body from soul, yes. How do humans live longer? By separating body from soul, or by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree? I'm guessing the body from soul, but I'm not sure.
I answer by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of souls?
I mean, yeah, I suppose that's true. You're placing the corresponding shells. What was the question again? Fuck. They're placed. What is the destination of souls? I assume this one. They're placed in their corresponding shells. It sounds very churchy. I mean, there's even an organ playing in the background. So I can only assume that I would pick this one, but it feels like they want us to, answer in a spiritual way, maybe? I don't know. They are in the promised land, bursting with light, like heaven. Or they are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master.
Okay.
You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Were we right all three answers, or does it even matter what the fuck we just answered? Did we get it first try? I don't know. I don't actually know if I were right or not. But we'll see, I guess. I'll check it out later, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, later. Maybe I was wrong. Oh shit. Oh damn. Here we go. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
It's the twins from your village.
Devila and Popola.
Popola? Devila? What are you doing here?
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
They seem in a battle stance. Seem to be in a battle stance, so I assume so.
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
I'm gonna assume that they have some kind of, you know, reason on why they are trying to stop us. They're not instantly attacking us, so I assume they want to reason with us. But from the main character's point of view, or my point of view even, it doesn't matter. We need to rescue Yona.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you.
Here we go.
We really didn't want to.
Devil, what's happening?
Sorry, but this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Putting it off.
They shades?
Putting it off?
I don't think so.
It's a lie. I don't believe it.
Oh. I'm a bit... Well, it's something we don't know yet, I guess. It's only... We can only do what we can at the moment. That's defeat them.
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Weiss. You are a traitor.
Grimoire Weiss is a traitor? What the fuck? No, he didn't. He asked. It was just a speculation. I don't think it was right.
They copied my powers.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the
Shit
sealed
on a
verses.
shingle.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice! Are you alright?
Tevela. Popola!
Let's...
Why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades?
I'm sure we're gonna figure out soon enough. Kind of just cheesing them at the moment. Can I block those? Nope, you cannot. Let's get Popla. Seems she's shooting the long range stuff. Oh. Okay.
Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Okay, so let us go.
Devila and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Well,
Vice?
do not look at me like that. I am Grimoire Weiss.
You think?
I am perfectly...
Oh no. Okay. I kind of don't think it's Yona, but I think Yona has an important part in it at least. What's happening?
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades!
That's one.
I think we're locked in!
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
Guard resistance. Speaking of which, I haven't used any words for quite a while. Probably should, but the game is easy enough anyway, so maybe I shouldn't. I just want to know the plot twist at this point. I don't care for the game so much, or the gameplay so much. Stab. Hook. Stab. Oh, the amount of guys or dancing couples are kind of coming less. So they were the shades. So, okay, well, he said that already. Stab. And that's 3. Oh, okay.
stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me.
Oh, how I do love a good
Twice!
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us. Come on. Come on.
Kaine! Hurry!
It's not open yet? Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
How am I supposed to kill her? Fuck. Ow. Oh, got him.
No, you idiot! What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool!
Okay.
Goddamn no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
Got it. Oh, Jesus. That's a lot of shades. Oh no, she's gonna die again? Not again.
Are they laughing?
These things are freaking me out! Kaine! What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine!
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
She didn't die at least. Oh, maybe I revived Kaine too early. Maybe I should have killed off a couple of these before I revived Kaine. Now we're gonna get the super strong boss. Seems like it. Oh, it's one of the. It's a tusk boar. The boar tusk boar. What? Okay, let's see what I have a spear.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
What? Okay. I mean, his weak point seems to be right there.
How should I know? Kaine, are you alright? I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright? Damn it! How can something so big be so fast?
Did she get corrupted or something? What the fuck happened?
Seems to lose some control when it charges.
Oh. Charge here.
Brace yourself against the shock.
The shock. surely. Yeah, she seemed a bit corrupted, I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh god. One more with armor this time, really? I don't have any health anymore. This will be fun. Strength drop is doing wonders though. Yeah, boar. What the fuck? Stop.
Can you even hurt this thing?
That fog! Oh no!
Oh god, we're getting poisoned.
I can't stop now. Damn it!
Stay focused, Kaine. Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going! Let's go!
I mean, I'm not dying so fast.
This way! Move!
Okay. We escaped. Nice. Weapon! Dragoon Lance. Is it cool? Pretty standard lance. Let's see what he's playing.
Up here!
Yeah, I need some health, so that's gonna help. Oh, that's coming.
How can we deal with
Oh, let's go. Let's go with some Indiana Jones shit. Need help though. Okay, okay. Not anymore, not anymore. I don't need anymore. Okay. I guess Indiana Jones shit was the demise of me, I guess. At least I'm full health.
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
Yeah. That would be terrible. But I like loot. Besides, if we're gonna face the last boss, then I want these.
Damn it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Ouch.
Strike the beast while it's down.
Hit the thing while it's down!
Yeah, I tried that. Didn't work apparently. Poison again. Hello, door. Okay. Let's see. Spears? From where? From who? How did they get here? Why is it lagging? How the fuck did they get here?
What are you doing here?
It's not waste help.
You are correct.
But
I have to stop shooting. I'm just eating shit. Okay, I'm getting out.
hey, stop! Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
Ato de ne, Saravada.
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
While cliche, it's at least it's a noble act.
Open the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
I was expecting
He's
Kaine to
fighting for
punch
you.
me, but okay.
And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
She should have punched me. Would it be more Kaine thing? Oh, crates of health. I like these. Oh, okay. Inconvenient. It's almost as if we're facing the last boss. No, I'm not saying she doesn't have a point or anything. I'm just saying that if she wants to make it a point, then she should have done it the hard way, the way Kaine does. The feeling I get from Kaine is the one that would punch you to wake you up instead of, slapping. That's just what I meant. Here's Devil and Popola again.
Devila. Popola.
Wait, this house is a modern house. This is a theater stage. Theater stage. And outside is a normal city? So has Devil and Popola been locked us up in this, you know, medieval fantasy world they created all this time? That's not who I like, but yeah. I'm just saying it's more characteristic, a kind of thing to do. But yeah, it looks like a modern day facility.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1300 years ago.
1300 years ago. Here we go.
Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Project Gestalt. What does Gestalt mean again? I think there was like some kind of doctor thing. Gestalt meaning. Something that is made of many parts, and yet is somehow more than or different from the combination of its parts when he gets rolling. Huh. Okay. So this is a part of it.
Do you still not remember
I don't fucking know.
Grimoire Vice?
I mean, I think the summons took inspiration from that too. You know, Japanese and German words.
Then let's give you a refresher.
I just saw Yona in one of the pictures.
Vice! My mind. I remember. Devila. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us, every person standing in this room, are mere shells created by the true humans.
Okay, so... okay. Project Gestalt was an attempt to make copies of humans, to take their souls, the original souls, human souls, and put into the shells, but I guess it didn't work. That's why the bird in the beginning was like, where is the soul's destination? And I put, the destination is the, you know, some kind of shell thing. And the true humans do not exist anymore, or like they are very few at least or something. But they are trying to repopulate the earth or something. I don't know.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No. They still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
That's the plot twist I was looking for. Because a lot of the shades had like some kind of narrative behind them every time. And because of it, it makes you think that they had like some kind of personality. And yeah, I guess they had.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time.
So the Shadow Lord is a true human, that is, and we are the clone for him. That explains why the Shadow Lord was looking so close to ourselves. Damn. I had a feeling that it was me in some way. I thought it was like some kind of alternate personality or something, but the clone thing seems to check out. The clone thing seems to check out. And yeah, I assume so. The humans that been running around in the fields and we've been like stabbing them and everything. We've been, you know, killing children and stuff apparently.
Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry.
Here we go. Sheesh.
You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No. I'm nothing like you.
Speed things up a bit. Should heal. Yeah, the sealed verse seems to be originally one of her powers. and we only obtained the powers from Rice, which was a derivative of Devila, apparently. Jesus.
Devila? Devila? Popola, are you crying? No, don't die. You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devila, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness.
She died kind of quick for someone who
Our
spoke so
souls
much.
are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis.
Devila Popola.
I love you. Devila!
I'm not entirely sure anymore.
Devila! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone!
If both of them were in Automata or not.
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
I mean, you attacked
Popola,
me.
wait! It doesn't have to. No one stops! It's way too late to stop! No one stops!
Alrighty.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devila were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The coolness of
Jesus
such a
Christ.
place is
How do you even get in?
difficult to measure.
How do you even get close?
I don't want to do this!
Okay, I know.
I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
There's a lot of projectiles. Okay, let's see what she has to say now. She went berserk.
Stopping. No stopping ever.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea.
I fear we're done for.
She went mad.
It'll be all right. You know, when I was young, I hated
Hold on.
my eyes.
Emil is not gonna sacrifice
And now
himself.
that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
At least I know that he lives in Armada, so it's fine.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something. No! Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be
God damn it,
fine.
Emil.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here!
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people. I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone. Well, I guess they'll just have to learn.
Is he gonna say it?
I want to see you again.
He didn't say it.
I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. I'm scared. I don't want to die.
You didn't have to jump into that hole. Couldn't you defend in some other way, like deflect or something? What the fuck? Oh, he was going for that. Another black hole. I see. Okay. Is that a fragment of Emil? Is that how he lives on later? Fuck. Aha. But how? That's me, the Shadow Lord. So is Yona my actual sister? Or the Shadow Lord's sister? Or is Yona also a shell for the soul of the real Yona? Are you crying too?
Let's go.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt to take a fucking moment. Oh well. I think it's pretty in character at the moment. I don't know. I think Kaine is just filled with the emotion that she needs to keep going to, you know, not let Emil's sacrifice be in vain. And she's like taking her frustration on the main character, seeing him cry a lot and seeing him down feels like a betrayal to Emil. I don't feel like she's acting strange actually, but I don't know. And well, the main character seems to realize this too now, and they're both going for it. Out of sense of purpose. Oh, these are all humans now. Corrupted humans. Not that I can. They're kinda not dying. Oh, that was a lot. Kick? I mean, it was... You mean the scene where she flapped the main character? I mean, it wasn't like full on out of character, but it's like it would be more of her, you know, character if she actually just punched the main character instead of slapping. But it's not full on, you know, not in character at all. So she wasn't like out of character precisely, at least in my interpretation. Oh, damn. And the moment where she went back on trying to be poised is the moment where she realized that it's no point, and you know they're both hurting. They're both grieving for me. Or I'm not sure exactly sure what you mean, which scene you meant. Just get this over with. More? Really? Christ. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, but I don't see anything wrong with their characters so far. Or at least now. Now I guess Yokotaro is trying to let us bathe in the fact that we're killing humans, or former humans. But me being me, I don't really care. I don't really care. Unless I get to know them, they can literally be trash for me. I mean, it would be different if they were like screaming and everything and, you know, wailing in pain and stuff. It would be quite different to do, you know, the thing I'm doing at the moment. But, you know, they're shades, they are crazed, they don't seem to have any intelligence left. So, yeah, I don't really feel for them. At least at this point. There's Yona. She's grown up.
Yona!
There's the Shadow Lord, which is me, or my human soul. Evangelic.
This ends here. Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
It's the Shadow Lord.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you. Strike it when it has stopped! Watch out!
impossible!
Don't relax yet. It's not over.
Be careful!
I know!
I'm doing. I think it symbolizes rebirth. You know, butterflies and, you know, cocoons and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, the whole thing with reviving, putting their own soul into a new shell.
Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I am as fit as a fiddle.
Oh god. Yeah, it turned morbid all of a sudden. The dark magic thing are connected to Vice, yes.
Wait.
Yona.
Brother?
Yona.
She's gonna walk to the Shadow Lord.
Huh?
I guess they already transferred the soul into Yona.
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want
Oh yeah,
it.
I was right.
She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yona's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him. It's you, isn't it?
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
She's trying to purge herself with sunlight, maybe. Because she's a shade.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that...
Yep.
I love you.
And Yona is back.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
And that's the death of the Shadow Lord's sister. And he's out for revenge.
Cut! Watch over Yona for me.
To each their own.
You need to understand your sadness. You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my friends. If someone puts them in danger, they must stand aside or be cut down. Now come on! Let's finish this! Vice, what's wrong?
Fine.
Freaking me out here, Vice.
What are you doing? Come so... do it! Strike the killing blow! One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. Alright, no, I'm not.
Vice.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits. I should have taken that job as a cookbook when I had the chance.
Vice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But...
let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you.
Why is everyone sacrificing
Only
themselves?
you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Vice!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name. Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Vice.
Vice. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
No, not Vice, man, not all. Vice was the only, only character that I really kind of liked.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live.
I mean, I liked all the characters, they grew on me and somehow, but Vice at the very least was the one that, really fucking... Oh, shit. That I could most relate to, at least with his comments and, his comedy and whatever. Fuck, I can't even dodge anymore. I'm dying. Why can't I even roll? I don't have dark magic anymore. It's fine. I mean, even if you say this, I know it's advice. It's not like, it's not the end of the world to worry about. You don't have to spell correctly. Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay, I need to check the options. I can't even dodge. Controls. Custom. How the hell do I... I can barely move. Sheesh. Do that. Oh yeah, I could do that. No, I think I understand that, yeah. And we killed the true human. That was the soul. That was us. Achievement unlocked. A world in flux.
Is Iona all right?
Yona's gonna die too.
Oh,
Jesus,
God,
everyone's
no.
dying. I mean, what else could it be? Everything that they have shown so far has like led to, or has been based on the thing that, you know, these are clones that are shells that are created to host the shadows. Yeah, Yona. The real Yona said there's someone else in this body. The someone is in this body was Yona. She was longing for her brother too, which is this guy, the MC. And the Shadow Lord wants both Yona's body and his body to reunite as a brother and sister again, as human brother and sisters. No? I mean, yeah, but the purpose was still, you know, to make a shell for them, even though it's human. You know, it has its own soul, so to say.
Oh, please, the girl is fine.
Vice is fine. Woo, let's go.
Vice?
Where's Vice?
Where are you? Are you okay?
Yeah. I never said there's anything different between shells and humans. I'm just saying that the original purpose of the shells, were to host the Shadow Lords. Or, I mean, the shadows, or shades. The original human souls. I never said anything about, you know, if it's wrong or not.
I am as well as can be, considering I have lost my physical form.
Okay. At least he's still alive.
Doubtless my voice will be the next to go, so listen closely. Your sister is safe. Do not mourn her, and do not give up hope. Instead, you must call her back to you.
How?
Use your memories. Recall the times you spent with her. Present her with proof that the two of you live still, and that your lives have meaning.
I don't know.
Typical. But take heart. I know you can do it.
Typical. In this moment. Damn.
What's my favorite food?
Oh god, I have to answer all this? Jesus. I mean, I think it's a side thing, you know, question morality. The entire questioning of morality is like, I don't think it's about the shells exactly. It's more about, you know, killing humans, killing, you know, the shades. And the sister, the real Yona, seemed to, you know, have regrets about taking over someone else's body. But I think that was it. I don't think they really emphasized on, you know, questioning morality that way so much, at least. I mean, it's there, but it's not like very, you know, they're not focusing on that.
Cookies. What's my favorite book? That's my magic storybook. What's my favorite place? Home with you.
Oh.
What's my favorite flower? The lunar tear, of course.
I knew that one.
Okay, one more question. Who do I love more than anyone?
Do you have to spell my name or something? If I fucking spelled my name wrong, would she die? Jesus Christ. I did something.
You?
Without thinking. Thank God I'm like very careful with caps lock and shit.
Body?
Yes, Yona. It's yours and yours alone.
You look bigger than before. Like you've grown up.
Well, yeah. I guess you haven't seen me for a while.
Have I been asleep this whole time?
Something like that.
It's almost like I'm a princess from some fairy tale.
Oh, Yona. I'm so happy to have you back.
Me too.
Kaine.
You and your sister. You have a good life, okay?
Where are you gonna go?
Guess I'll...
You could stay with us, you know.
Thanks, but I'll pass. You know how it is. I got my own shit to take care of.
What do you mean?
Personal shit, alright? Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Kaine.
Hey, look. It's beautiful. For the longest time, I heard someone telling me how they wanted to see the light. And now, they can finally see it.
Kaine, goddammit. Finishing her purpose meant that she was done. I guess she could only excuse her presence in front of us with the mission we had in hand. And now that it is done, she can't stay with us anymore, I assume. Stoic ass Kaine.
Thank you. I love it.
They look weird.
It's so sunny today.
Yeah, it sure is.
They slacked on the smile a bit there. And there's the Shadow Lord and real Yona. Real me and real Yona. Ooh. I don't know. It might be it. It might not be it. But we'll see. Because in Nier Automata, you finish the game and it rolled the credits, but after it you could continue the story. now we have to sit through the credits because I don't want to skip in case we miss something important. I forget where the middle point of Nier Automata was, but after they rolled the credits, you could just load the save and it would continue the story in some other way. Well, I guess it depends. Maybe in Nier Automata's case, you play as another character. It might be here too, maybe. We'll see. Maybe Kaine. Or maybe the point of view of the Shadow Lord. I mean, the best part of this game was, well, I guess the story. The story wasn't, you know, super, you know, epic or super good. It had a lot of cliches, I could guess. But all in all, it was pretty well written, I guess. It didn't like touch me that much, aside, you know, from some parts like the end and, you know, sacrificial lands and whatever. Damn, that's a lot of new yins. I enjoyed it. The story was fun. The jank was pretty fun. The jankiness of the fun, I mean, of the mechanics, how they moved and stuff, it was kind of funny. It was engaging. I've seen better, you know, like Nier Automata, for example. I thought Nier Automata was very engaging. This game is a much older game, but it did have a hint of Yoko Taro in there. You know, you would always know. You had always had a feeling of Yoko Taro in the background, which also made it predictable in some cases. But again, it's an old game. But all in all, it was engaging in the fact that, you know, the gameplay wasn't too much to write home about, but the story was. From 1 to 10, I would rate it maybe 6, 7. Not a masterpiece, at least so far. We don't know yet. I don't know who followed, but thanks for the follow. I normally have the alerts. It should show up here, I don't know. Or was it you refollowing? Yeah. I guess we'll see later. It doesn't update for whatever reason. If it wasn't you, then I have no idea. But here we get to save, and if we get to save, then the story might continue. Here we go. I doubt it. It wouldn't alarm at least. Okay. So now we have a Lunat here, which is the flower that Kaine is wearing. So I'm assuming we're gonna play as Kaine now. Is it the exit clear data save screen? Ending B. Here we go. Load your clear data after completing the game to experience kindness story. Yep. You can now read a departed mother's diary in your house. Wardrobe has been added to... We get a wardrobe now? New outfits can be obtained by progressing through a departed mother's diary. We can change music. Has been added to the game settings section of the options menu. Yes, this is exactly like Nier Automata in this case. You get to play as the second character. Or experience through their point of view. Which didn't make it dull at all, at least.
Whenever I interacted with Kaine, I was reminded about something from my past. Maybe my mind has been confusing her with my sister this whole time. Anyway...
Discrimination. Now we're gonna hear all about Kaine and see what's her deal. The sound of rain filled the village. The steep cliffs that surrounded the area magnified sound, causing even the slightest drizzle to rattle like a thunderstorm. Thin wisps of smoke streamed from huts as the villagers huddled in their homes and waited out the rain. A single child, however, had braved through the downpour and was now wandering slowly toward the wooden hawk-shaped weather vane at the center of town. The wanderer reached the vane, which had existed for as long as any could remember, and stared. Is main character now going to follow what you did in the previous game? I assume so. I mean, I guess we're gonna play the story again in one way, but we're gonna see it from Kaine's perspective and see how her thoughts and, you know, what she struggled with and stuff. But I'm guessing the story will be the same. Maybe, we don't know. It's Yoko Taro, after all. The child's face was simultaneously delicate and fierce, like a teacup that has survived a shipwreck. Those traits combined with pale white skin to give the face an almost sexless quality. If the beak turns east, I go home. If it stays west, then I... The child blinked. The rain slowly dripped down the young one's short hair and began its long descent to the ground. Come on. Come on! The child left the slight breeze and watched the vein slowly creak to life. Spinning this way and that for a moment, it finally settled with the beak pointing firmly toward the east. East? Really? Before the vein could move again, a jagged rock came spinning and tumbling through the air, striking home against the child's head. The force of the blow dropped the child to the ground as a hail of stones began to fall all around. Oh no, they found me. A heartbreaking smile crept across the child's face as the stones continued their assault. Okay, it's Kaine. Kaine is getting stoned because she's half shade. The rain, the sound of multiple footsteps grew louder before a voice rang out. Yo-ho, Kaine. The voice belonged to Demo, worst of all the bullies in the area. Man. As Kaine struggled to stand, a final stone came skittering through the mud and bounced against her foot. Blood oozed from a cut above her eye and blurred her vision, but she could make out the shapes of Demo and his usual gang of idiots. The boy seemed taken aback for a moment by Kaine's seemingly indifference to the blood dripping from her face, but quickly regained his bravado. What's up, freak? You like the rain? You like getting all wet? Or did you finally decide to run away from home? Though she knew it was futile, Kaine turned to leave. Before she could get more than a few steps, the other children scrambled to surround her, cruelty burning in their eyes. Kaine knew those were not the only eyes on her. The tormentor's parents watched from the safety of their homes. She was attuned to this sensation. It was one she had experienced many times before. While some villagers simply turned a blind eye to the actions of their children, many encouraged it openly. In a society ruled by superstition and fear, kindness was something to be hated, and if possible, destroyed. I didn't say you could leave, freak. Demo's words chewed at her like a worm through an apple. He can't hurt me, she lied to herself. Be strong, be brave. He can't hurt me, he can't hurt me, he can't hurt. Oh look, the little freak is gonna cry. What's wrong? Are you sad that everyone hates you and wants you dead? Kindly prayed for the rain to flood down and carry her away from a world that seemed to have no place for her. But if there were gods, they chose to ignore her. As Demo crept ever closer, the clouds began to thin and the rain slowed. Even the weather hates me. I'm useless. A failure. I wish Demo's rock had taken my head off. Kinda couldn't meet Demo's leering glaze. She lowered her eyes and stared at the muddy ground below. The bully moved forward until he was inches away. She could smell the scent of old meat on his breath. The boy grabbed Kindness' face with thick fingers and yanked it upward. She tried to turn away, but he forced her gaze back and jammed his thumb against her eyelid to pry it open. Show me. No. Did you just say no? Demo grinned evilly. You don't say no to me. No one says no to me. Jesus Christ. Even taking his attention from Kaine, he called to his cohorts. Come on guys, let's give the freak what she deserves. As soon as Demo finished, kicks and blows began to rain down upon Kaine. Demo paused, still grinning, as Kaine curled into a ball and tried to make the pain stop. I don't get you, freak. What you acting like a girl for, huh? Everyone knows what you really are. Kaine ignored the question, choosing instead to stare at the weather vane. Continued to point east, as if supremely confident about the future it had chosen for her. Go home? Yeah, that's a funny joke for someone with dead parents and no home to go to. Freak? Chanted children. Freak, freak, freak. Kaine closed her eyes and listened to the rain, waiting for the pain to start again. As the clutching hands of the village children closed around her, she bent her mind to the sound of rain, letting it become her world entire. The rain fell, but the pain never came. Only when the laughter of the tormentors turned to terrified cries did she dare open a single blood-caked eye. Kaine was shocked to see Demo sprawled on the ground, holding his head and screaming in pain. She could see blood welling from the spaces between his fat, twisted fingers. Oh my god, he's crying. He's actually crying. Waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. Deprived of their leader, the other children glanced back and forth between themselves as if waiting for someone to step forward and take charge. When no savior emerged, they began an uneasy shuffle away from Kaine. But the young girl was the least of their concerns. Instead, their attention was wrapped on the ancient woman standing a few feet away. After struggling for breath for a moment, she finally spoke in a voice thick with rage. Hurts like a bitch, don't it? Now I suggest you scatter before I throw another one. And if any of you little bastards ever touch my Kaine again, I'll do far worse than throw a rock. You can count on it. Grandma, let's go, Grandma! Fuck you. Fucking children. Children fucked up. The old woman crouched down and gently touched the handle Demo was using to cover the wound. Before he could think to protest, she ground her palm into the wound and twisted back and forth. Ow, he screamed, leaping to his feet. Stop it, what are you doing? Quit whining, and no one ever died from a scratch. Hit me with the rock, you stupid bitch. A big one. That thing could have killed me. Fuck you. The old woman shrugged. Death is the best cure for stupid. Agreed. No, not really, but yeah. In this case, agreed. Oh. Demo's face twisted with rage at the words. Locking his eyes on Kaine, he took a step backward and spat on the ground. Get out! Leave this village. No one wants you here. Either of you. Seeing the old woman grab another stone, Demo and his companions turned tail and ran. As they fled, the old woman grabbed her side and barked out a single laugh. Ha! Look at the fat boy go. Guess he's healthy enough to run from a fight. The woman's smile faded as she turned her attention to Kaine. Kneeling down, she removed her shawl, placed it around the young girl's shoulders, then produced a cloth from the folds of her dress and began blotting at the blood on her forehead. "Oh, Kaine," she said, "why didn't you fight back? You're stronger than that lot." The words of her grandmother stung Kaine, and she turned away. "Don't be nice to me," she said. "I don't deserve it. Nothing matters anymore." Her tears, held in check for so long, finally began to fall in the muddy ground below. "Everyone hates me. They think I caused bad things to happen. They think I'm a freak. I wish I was dead." Fuck. As Kaine's tears turned to sobs, she felt her grandmother's hands on her shoulders. Despite her advanced age, diminutive size, she was a woman of surprising strength, and Kaine found herself unable to turn away. "Don't talk like that, girl. It's a river wide and deep that flows between the realms of this world and the next, and it grants no mercy to any that attempt a crossing." Sorry. "You got a duty to fight until your last breath. Understand?" The old woman tightened her grip and tried to still the tremor in her voice. "You know the pain of losing someone close to you, Kaine. You know because you survived it." As the words hit home, Kaine was struck by the force of her love for the old woman. As a young child, she didn't even know of her grandmother, but when her parents died, the woman quickly accepted her as her own. Grandma, as Kaine called her, was cunning, vulgar, and quick to violence, and their first few years together had not been easy. But with each year that passed, Kaine and her grandmother had grown closer. However, it was only now, sitting in the mud with tears and blood caking her face, that Kaine truly understood the depths of her affection. Here was a woman who had seen hard times, who had seen death, who had fought through all these things, and someone emerged on the other side. If anyone could understand Kaine's pain and loneliness, it was her. Yeah, true. "Do I make you sick, Grandma?" "Of course not, don't be an ass." Kaine drew her grandmother's moth-eaten shawl around her body and shuddered. "But my body, it's not normal. If I was normal, then Mom and Dad wouldn't..." "Hush," interrupted Grandma. "I'll not hear another word of this nonsense. You're my granddaughter and I love you. And if folks have a problem with that, they can just go to hell." With that, the old woman reached out and placed a wreath of dried flowers in Kaine's hair. The skill it took to bend the flowers without breaking the stems or losing a single petal was remarkable, and the beauty of it made Kaine want to cry all over again. "Oh my gosh, these are lunar tears. Grandma, you made this for me?" Lunar tears were legendary flowers. Most people could live their entire lives without ever seeing one, and yet her grandmother had somehow collected a dozen or more. Kaine reached up and touched the wreath, as she couldn't believe it was real. Where did you find these?" Just stumbled on them while I was doing the shopping." The old woman turned away as she spoke, leading Kaine to suspect that the search had been more difficult than she was letting on. The pains she took to construct the ornament, let alone track down the flowers used in its construction, made Kaine's heart hurt. She reached up and gently adjusted the wreath, admiring the way it felt between her fingers. "Didn't quite turn out right," said her grandmother as she squinted at it. "These old hands have trouble with delicate work, but it sure looks good on a pretty girl like you." Kaine blushed and turned away. You think I'm pretty?" "Of course you are, what a fool thing to say." "Thank you, Grandma." Her grandmother smiled. "We're gonna be fine, you and me," she said. "Long as we got each other, we'll be just fine." Kaine took her grandmother's hand in hers, and the two of them struggled to their feet. "Yeah, I mean, I want to see her, but a picture would be enough for me. when you read like this, you imagine a much better scene if you're a scene that is more fitting for your own preference. And that's the magic with reading, I guess, although I don't do a lot of them. So there's not a lot of, moments or, actions and gestures that could take you out of your own imagination. So that's why I feel like it becomes a lot more powerful, especially with weeb stories like these. I feel like weeb stories or novels or whatever are better in words. Although, a picture wouldn't hurt. Clash, yikes. Anyway, the rain had stopped. Kaine stood beneath the weather vane, watching it spin in lazy circles, no longer caring about the direction it faced when it stopped. I don't need to escape. I have a home now. Grandma loves me, and that's enough. Even if it's us against the world. Kaine let her gaze drift up past the vane into the cloudy sky. The last faint hints of a rainbow were slowly fading. As she turned and headed for home, the light scattered into a million particles and vanished, seemingly taken away on the breeze. Okay. No more reading? Fuck. In the distance, Kaine heard the steady sounds of an axe striking wood. The noise had a purposeful quality to it, as she was hearing a master woodsman go about his work. Is that another character that Kaine, saw as her, parent figure? The firewood being produced, however, was as far from a work of art as could be. Pieces of every shape and size were being flung about the barren yard with wild abandon. Anyone trying to stack such wood would probably die of frustration before the job was through. Stupid piece of shit axe. Kaine's grandma. Oh, it was the grandmother again. Kaine's grandma flailed away with the axe, filling the air with both splinters of wood and words that would make the most hardened sailor blush. Grandma, called Kaine. That you, Kaine? Yelled the old woman, taking her eyes off the wood for a moment. Don't get too close or I might take your goddamn foot off by mistake. She brought the axe down on a piece of wood, sending chips flying in every direction. One spun past Kaine close enough for her to hear the whistle, at which point she decided to step back. Once she'd scuttled to a safe distance, she cupped her hands around her mouth and shouted, Grandma, do you need help? I can get you water or lunch or a new axe or something. The axe, poised to strike another wobbly blow, paused in midair. The woman considered her granddaughter's offer for a moment and smiled. Tell you what, since I'm doing such a piss-poor job of chopping, why don't you come here and take over so I can go get the water? Shades have been restless lately, and I don't want you running into one of them bastards. Relinquishing the axe, the grandmother picked up the long pole with the wooden buckets on either end. Just give me a second. Oh, your grandma is like that too? I barely remember my grandma. I've only visited her once before she passed. So I never had, a grandma figure that I could relate to or I could, compare to. Her grandma picked up the long pole with the wooden buckets on either end. Gathering water was by far the most difficult of the two jobs, but Kaine knew better than to complain. Once Grandma's mind was set, there was no changing it. Kaine did her best to help with the chores, but Grandma took every task that required travel to the village. Though she had a long list of plausible excuses, Kaine knew the real reason. She didn't want her granddaughter to be taunted and harassed by the villagers. Once Kaine moved in, Grandma decided to take up residence a good distance from the area. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the best policy when it came to the villagers and her granddaughter, and rare were the days when any but the two of them could be found in the rocky acre of land they called home. Kaine enjoyed the solitude but harbored a secret resentment that her grandmother was forced to spend her golden years in such a place. After watching her grandmother leave, Kaine turned her attention to this task at hand. She had never chopped wood before in her life, and soon discovered why the old woman hated the chore. Swing after swing of the axe produced only a tiny crack in the wood, and when she finally managed to connect with the solid stroke, the tool embedded itself in the log and refused to budge. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Chopping wood, and when it like hits, goes through the entire log and goes right into the fucking log. No, I mean the thing that's, you know, that you chop on, and you have to pull it back again, and your fucking back is hurting. Oh my god, fuck that shit. No, I'm not really complaining. It's not like I'm idolizing like a grandma character or anything. I wouldn't need a grandma character in my life. It's just that I can't really relate, and it's, you know, to grandma characters, I guess. Although I love, you know, the fact that, you know, being a grandpa and, you know, taking care of, you know, younger generations. Frustrated, it kind of swung the axe around her head and threw it, log and all, across the yard. Damn it. Oh, crap. She suddenly understood the joy her grandmother felt in a good curse. And it began. Happier now, she picked up the axe, forced it from the wood, and resumed chopping. She had natural skill with the blade, but the task was challenging, and blisters soon began to form on her small pink hands. This is tough. My logs are all weird sizes. Spitting on her palms and ignoring the pain kind of redoubled her efforts. Just as she was developing a rhythm, Grandma returned from the village. Setting down her buckets with a small sigh, she took one look at the logs and coughed out a wheezy laugh. Pretty clumsy, girl. You better practice if you... Her grandmother suddenly collapsed to her knees, causing one of the buckets to wobble precariously. Fuck. Oh my god. Grandma. She couldn't bear to see Kaine being bullied in the village, so she took on all these tasks and whatever that required travel to the village, and overexerted herself, even though she's a fucking grandma. And yeah, I guess that caused some troubles to her health. I don't like that. Eyes wide, Kaine dropped the axe and ran to her grandmother's side. Grandma! The old woman shook her head and pointed a trembling finger at the bucket. Get the bucket, can't let it spill. Kaine steadied the bucket with a foot as she knelt by her grandmother. A small bit of water sloshed over to the side and made a new home in the hem of her dress, but Kaine didn't notice. Grandma? Grandma? What's happening? Crazed with panic, she grabbed her grandmother by the shoulders and shook. After a moment, the woman lifted her arms and batted Kaine away. Stop that, just stop, she cried, breathing heavily. It ain't like I'm dying. Just tired from the trip, that's all. Kaine desperately wanted to believe her, but one look at the old woman's shaking hands and worn face told her more than words ever could. Her grandmother had lived a long, hard life, and it seemed seemed the bill was finally coming due. The time when her grandma watched over Kane was ending. Sooner than either of them had feared, the positions would be reversed. The next morning, Kanye came to the side of her grandmother's bed and took her wrinkled hand. Grandma, you're sick and you need medicine. I'm going to the village. The woman shook her head and tried to rise, but Kanye gently pushed her down. It's alright, she said. I'll be fine. Her grandmother fixed her with a gaze that could melt steel. After what seemed an eternity, she finally lowered her eyes and sighed. Well, I don't like it, goddammit. I guess I should quit being so stubborn and let you grow up. The old woman watched as Kanye strapped on her boots and made her way down the road to the village. Hours later, as an unseen sun made its way across the dark, rainy sky, she was still watching. Kanye moved at a brisk pace, checking her pockets every few minutes to make sure the money her grandmother gave her was still there. Every noise caused her to spin on her heels, making sure she wasn't being stalked by a shade or worse, Demo and his gang. She was fucking traumatized by that, goddamn. But she encountered neither tormentors nor shades, and Kanye finally found herself at the entrance to the village. The few adults she could see glanced sideways at her, then muttered to each other behind raised hands, before slinking away into the shadows. Her heart racing, Kanye took a series of rapid, shallow breaths and tried to calm herself. I have to prove myself. I have to help Grandma. I have to be strong. She chanted those words to herself over and over as she slowly made her way. Finally, her eyes settled on a rotund, older woman who was angrily waving her arms in the air, and telling anyone who would listen exactly what she thought of Kane's presence. Hey lady, said Kane with a bravado she did not feel. Where's the apothecary? I can't... How do you pronounce that? Apothecary? Apothecary? I don't fucking know. The woman's flabby cheeks shook in bewildered anger. How dare this thing speak to me, they seemed to say, but Kanye saw that her eyes held a different emotion. Fear. Yeah, we're both scared, lady. Trust me on this one. Which way? Kanye repeated. The woman pointed at a small building to her right before hitching up her dress and stumbling off in the other direction. Kanye cringed, expecting a stone to come flying from the assembled crowd, but none came. Her mind was filled with strange sense of pride as she made her way to the apothecary. But a new emotion had little time to take root, for as soon as she opened the door, she noticed a familiar customer at the counter. It was Demo. He had clearly been sent here on some kind of family errand, because his gang follower was nowhere to be found. Oh my god, he sputtered. What are you doing here, freak? The insult was delivered without force and kinda happily ignored it. Stretching on tiptoes to see over the counter, she asked the shopkeeper for the medication. Ha, worked Demo. That old bitch finally keel over. Go to hell, Demo. The boy's eyes grew so wide they seemed ready to fall out of his head, but before he could let fly a comeback or worse, a punch, the apothecary told him to knock it off before he kicked him out of the store. Demo slunk out of the shop, cursing Kanye under his breath. Once he was gone, she allowed herself to breathe once more, taking a breath toward the shop while the owner prepared her medication. Countless tiny bottles filled the cramped store, each with a label written in some indecipherable language. An ocean of aromas assaulted her nose, creating a scent that was exotic but not altogether unpleasant. Seeing such a variety of supplies gave Kanye a sense of peace. Surely, in a world so vast, there would be a place that she could call home. On the far wall behind the counter rested a portrait of a stunning young girl. The picture had once contained bright, vibrant colors, but time had worked its cruel magic and they were beginning to fade. The beauty of the work, however, remained undiminished. You like that picture? Kanye turned to find the apothecary with a small vial of medicine in his hand. His eyes were gentle but sad, and he seemed to stare through her and into nothing as he spoke. That's my daughter. I sketched it when she was just a little girl. She's been dead for a long time now. Kanye didn't know how to respond. She just stared at the portrait and tried to come up with the right words. Pictures of wonderful things, continued the shopkeeper. They let the ones closest to you live on forever. She shook his head slightly and looked down at Kaine and smiled. Handing her the medicine, he reached into the sizable green apron and produced a handful of old wax crayons. You should have these. There's no one left that I wish to draw. Kaine took an instinctive step back, causing the shopkeeper's face to darken. Yes, I've heard the rumors about you, he said. It's a small village, and the world travels quickly. Between you and me, I'm not sure which of them to believe, but I also don't think they matter much. I know your grandmother, Kali, and I think the way she was driven out of this village is just deplorable. Grandma's name is Kali? Oh, damn. That should have pained Kaine pretty heavily. She was still mulling this new fact over in her mind as she reached out and gently took the crayons from her apothecary's hands. Your grandmother is an old friend of mine, he said as Kaine scooted away yet again, and I owe her much. I wager she would like it if you drew a picture of her. Yes, I think she would like that very much. Kaine murmured a quiet agreement. Inside her heart was bursting. Never before had a villager treated her with anything but complete contempt. It was a tiny, almost imperceptible step, but it was a step nonetheless. And with enough tiny steps, she might one day discover the rest of the world. When Kaine returned home, she found her grandmother asleep in her bed. Her feet was blackened and raw, even bleeding a bit in places, leading Kaine to think that she had been pacing around the room until exhaustion finally caught up with her. She placed the medicine by her grandmother's pillow and turned to leave, but found the old woman's hand clasped around her arm. Back already, are you? Asked her grandma with a yawn. Come here, let me have a look at you. Grandma sat up and examined Kaine from head to toe. Finally, satisfied that nothing terrible had befallen her grandchild, she leaned back and allowed herself to relax. Well, how was it? Those bastards give you any trouble? It was kind of fun, said Kaine with a small smile. No, seriously, it was. Fun, eh? Asked her grandmother in a voice which implied she believed anything but... Uh-huh. So anytime you need me to run an errand, just let me know. As she spoke, Kaine removed the crayons from her pocket. After a brief explanation of their source, she informed her grandmother that she was going to sketch her portrait. A portrait of me? Ridiculous. No one wants to stare at a wrinkled old crone. But Grandma, it'll make you live forever. Oh. Horse shit, said her grandmother, throwing back the sheet from her bed. Living forever would just piss me off. Now put those crayons away and help with the dinner. Kaine would not relent, and in the end, Grandma found herself leaning against the wall of their house, as if posing for a master artist. Kaine took up the crayons, eyed her subject carefully, and set to work. Just as her grandmother was about to nod off, Kaine finished the piece. After staring at it for a bit, she released it from her grip and let it slowly drift to the floor. It's terrible. It doesn't look like you at all. I'm sorry, Grandma. I thought these crayons would, make drawings easy or something. That old woman's eyes narrowed at her granddaughter's and daughter's disappointment. Let me be the judge of that, she said, ignoring the pain in her back and reaching for the paper. The sketch could have been a person's face, but it also could have been a boulder, a lump of clay, or an incredibly misshapen loaf of bread. All rendered in a chaotic array of colors. The old woman stared at the picture for a long time, then slowly wheezed out a laugh. Oh, Kaine, she said between her laughter. You truly are my blood. You're as clumsy as me, and I love it. But... hush. I won't hear any more bull about how ugly you think it is. It came from the heart. I'll treasure it always. True to her word, the old woman gave the picture a place of honor above the kitchen table. In the days that followed, Kaine would often catch her staring at the portrait with a strange smile on her face, an action they interpreted as silent, mocking laughter. A week later, Kaine could stand it no more and asked her grandma to take the artwork down. "Och," said the woman. "I'll take this down when they roll me in my shroud." She pondered this for a bit and then turned to Kaine and dropped to one knee. "Listen to me, girl. Seeing this picture makes me happy in a way I've never felt before. It makes me want to go on, so that someday you can feel the same happiness." It was a moment that burned itself in Kaine's memory. perfect blend of pride, love, and joy that came together to form a lifelong remembrance. She swore to never forget this moment, to never forget the old woman who had made her place in the world possible. Time moves on. People and memories move in and out of a life like ghosts passing through a hall, but this moment will be different, Kaine swore, because I will remember it forever. Forever. Damn. I hope this is the last chapter. Kaine listened to the sound of crackling firewood, stared at the black object on her plate. She'd been pushing it around the wooden disc for a good 10 minutes, ignoring the amused stare of her grandmother. Finally, she summoned her courage and gave the object a brief sniff. A sharp, bitter scent flew up her nostrils, made its home there, causing her face to twist with disgust. Grandma, I can't believe you want me to eat a bug. The woman threw some more wood under the cooking pot and snorted. No bug, you fool. You fool girl. It's a berry. Why the hell would I be feeding you bugs? Yeah, well, it sure looks like a bug, said Kaine, and I think it's burnt or something because it smells terrible. Sorry. Kaine held her nose and threw the berry in her mouth, chewing as little as possible. Oh yeah, that's terrible, alright. Why, you little brat, laughed the old woman. Ugh. Look at the sass on you. You've been spending too much time with me, and that's a fact. 5 years had passed since the moment when Kaine's grandma saved her from the bullies. It's often the way with two stubborn people. Their relationship had grown in fits and starts, but moved forward all the same. Meals that used to be somber affairs were now filled with laughter, held abuse in equal measure. Kaine could not remember a time when she had been happier. As the years went by, Kaine started to shoulder more and more of the daily responsibilities. Her grandmother's legs grew weaker by the day, and she could no longer do many of the chores she used to take for granted. And so this morning found Kaine lacing up her work boots with a breakfast of burned berry rolling through her belly. Where are you going today? Asked Grandma suddenly. Kaine looked up surprised. The old woman rarely asked for specifics anymore. Well, I was gonna check out the calmas trees and see if they were ripe. I thought that we would make some jam or something. Oh, I'm going to pick up some flagstones, so I need to take the wheelbarrow. Flagstones? What in the hell for? Kaine stared at her grandmother, then held out an arm and swept it around their home. Constructed mostly of cloth, rope, and rubble, the old place... I'm salivating. Fuck. The old place sagged like a boxer in the final round. Grandma, a dying cat could chew through this house. I'm going to build a stone wall so we have some protection. The old woman laughed, exposing a toothless grin to the world. Goddamn, girl, if a bunch of thieves want to ransack this old place, let them come. We got nothing worth stealing anyway. I'm not worried about thieves. I'm worried about shades. People saw one west of the village yesterday. A woman tilted her hand and stared at her granddaughter. Well, shoot, I don't know why you have to do it today, but we can worry about it some other. Grandma, no. If I don't go to this kelma tree, we won't eat tonight. You know that. A confused expression passed across the old woman's face, and for a moment she was a small child lost at the carnival. Yes, she said after a bit. Yes, of course you're right. I'm sorry, kinda. Lately, it seems my mind is... She didn't finish the thought, instead walking over to her nightstand, gently taking a breath of lunar tears from the drawer. The flower's petals had aged to a brilliant whiteness, and Kaine thought it was more beautiful now than the day she had first received it. You're gonna be a true woman soon, Grandma said as she placed the flower in the girl's hair. So that means less chatter about shades and building defensive walls and more talk about how beautiful you've become. Annoyed, Kaine reached up to remove the garland, but the look on her grandmother's face stopped her hand. You're a beautiful thing, said the old woman. There ain't another like you in the world. I'm very proud of you. Okay, Grandma, that's enough goddamn compliments for one day. Such a mouth on you, where did that come from? Gee, I wonder. I'll teach you to sass me, girl, yelled Grandma. Suddenly, she lurched forward and grabbed Kaine by the ears, pulling her around the room with a crazed grin on her face. Grandma, yelled Kaine in a quaking voice. Grandma, stop it. What the hell? The old woman stared at her and blinked, then slowly held her wrinkled hands out as if it was the first time she had ever seen them. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I'm sorry, girl. Sometimes my mind just kind of thought the look on her grandmother's face was the most heartbreaking thing she had ever seen. Listen, she began. Maybe I should stay home after all. No, I won't have you stay here to keep an eye on an old codger like me. Is this dementia forming? I fucking hate dementia. You go get your fruit and your walnut and your whatnot, I'll be fine. And when you come back, I'll have a nice grasshopper dinner waiting for you. Kanye rolled her eyes, then kissed her grandma on the forehead and made ready to depart, trying desperately to ignore the worry that was gnawing at the walls of her heart. Kanye could feel the old woman's eyes watching her as she moved down the path. Don't turn around, she told herself. In the end, the temptation was too great. She spun on her heel for one final look and saw a small, bent woman standing in front of a ramshackle hut with a sad expression on her face. Gods, she looks so old now. It's like the wind could reach down and just carry her away. Kanye worried about her grandmother all day, causing her work to suffer. With little fruit she could collect was tossed carelessly into a wheelbarrow. She only found a couple of stones before losing interest in the project. Finally, as dusk approached, she decided to call it a day. Cursing herself for the lack of focus, Kanye pushed the nearly empty wheelbarrow back down the path. As she crested the final hill, she suddenly froze in place. The wheelbarrow fell from her fingers and collapsed on its side, sending a few pieces of wrinkled brown fruit rolling back down the hill. Her gaze was transfixed by a thick black cloud that hovered just ahead, tracing its path with a finger. Kanye suddenly felt her stomach knot in on itself. No, oh gods, no. Her grandmother's house was ablaze. What? The flames licking up as if trying to touch the sky itself. Grandma? Kanye ran then, faster than she ever moved in her life. Once she tripped on a stone and went sprawling into the rocky ground, but she leapt to her feet and continued running, unmindful of the blood that spilled from her wounded hands and knees. As she got closer and closer, Kanye's mind began to race in time with her footfalls. It's too dark. Not just fire. Can't be fire. Too much smoke. Gotta save her. She burst into the front yard and came to the sudden halt. Her worst suspicions confirmed. The smoke from the fire was mingling with the thick, inky blackness of an enormous shade. A massive creature supported itself on the three twisted feet, achieved balance through means of a large armored tail, scales, horns, and claws sprouting from its body in a random, chaotic pattern, giving it the appearance of a lizard designed by some insane god. Seeing Kanye, it let out a roar and flicked its tail, sending small whirlwinds spinning around the yard. For a moment, the creature retreated into shivering, inky blackness, as if her mind was unable to comprehend that such a thing could actually exist. The smell hit her, a blend of rotted meat and excrement. Oh. And the horror became real once more. The creature bellowed again, and this time Kanye responded with a scream of her own. Alright, you bastard, she thought as her scream echoed us off the high cliffs and around them. It's you or me, let's go. The shade eyed Kanye with bemused interest, then he began looking from her to the house and back again, as if urging her to look at the destruction it had gleefully wrought. With dread building in her heart, Kanye glanced towards the house. Through the smoke and flames, she spotted a small figure struggling to escape the ruins. Grandma. It's the sound of her voice, the old woman began waving frantically. She's alive, thought Kanye. Alive? Okay. Got half an hour. Before she could advance more than a few steps, the shade opened its mouth, let out a roar powerful enough to uproot trees and send them flying. The blast sent Kanye tumbling through the air before smashing her against the rocky earth. Stars danced in front of her eyes as she tried to remember how her legs worked. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up now. as Kaine struggled to her feet, the shade stomped toward the house and pinned her grandmother to the ground with the tip of her claw. The old woman struggled to move the claw from her stomach, but she might as well have been pushing a mountain. She coughed briefly, sending a small spray of blood into the air, then collapsed to the ground, her energy spent. We don't actually know if shades are actually eating them, but they're killing them, yeah. Did it say anything? I might have missed it in that case. Kaine lurched to her feet only to fall back to earth with a gasp. Her ankles were on fire, one or both. One of them was surely broken. Ignoring the pain that screamed through her body, she began dragging herself across the ground, leaving a drunken trail of dust and blood in her wake. Grandma. Hold on. Just a little longer. Her grandma's face was turning blue, her eyes rolling back until only the whites were exposed. Kaine pulled herself across the ground with maddening slowness, the distance seeming to increase with every second that passed. The shade glanced between the two women and flicked out its tongue, its giant mouth turning up at the corners. It's smiling. Short, panting breaths belched from somewhere deep inside its core. Bastard, laughing at us. She had no idea how such a mindless creature could experience emotion, but there could be no doubt that the shade was taking joy in their suffering. What they told us, yeah, before they said something about, I think it was Vice saying that the shades are, corrupt humans, basically. So they were like twisted versions of themselves, I guess. Yeah, I see your plan. The shade moved his claw slightly, allowing Grandma to breathe again. It was clearly keeping her alive, only to snuff her out her life when Kaine was close enough to touch her. I'm gonna kill this bastard. Summoning all her strength, Kaine rose to her feet. There was a sickening snap from her right ankle as the foot twisted backward. But she forced it from her mind and began to hobble toward the monster. Pulling a small knife from the pouch at her waist, she leapt on the foot that pinned her grandmother and plunged the weapon deep. "Give her back," she screamed. "Give her back to me." It was like stabbing a rock. After a few swipes, the knife broke at the hilt with a dull snap. The shade panted laughter again. It raised its tail and sent it rushing through the air toward the young girl that was latched to its foot. Kaine never had a chance. The tail struck her square in the chest and sent her crashing into the burning wreckage of the home. As she lay on the ground with blood pouring from multiple wounds, a small weak voice spoke up. Kaine? Kaine's vision blurred, but she forced herself to focus on the sound. Finally, her eyes cleared enough for her to make out her grandma's hands reaching out to her through the smoke. Grandma. Kaine, you gotta run. You can't miss this one. Kaine grabbed the hands and held on with all her strength. Grandma, come on, we have to go. The old woman coughed loudly. One of her hands, slick with blood, slipped from Kaine's grasp and thumped to the ground below. Grandma, no. No! I said run, goddammit. You have to live. You have to get through. I thought it would stay forever unfinished. Before she could say another word, the shade clawed foot descended, smashing through the remains of the roof, down upon the shattered figure of the old woman. Blood oozed from the gaps in the creature's toes as the terrible putrid smell assaulted Kaine's nose once again. She stared at the foot, dumbfounded, convinced that the she was seeing could not possibly be real. When the creature finally lifted its appendage, all that remained underneath was a twisted, unrecognizable mass of rubble and red. Her grandmother was gone. Kaine blinked, trying to feel the hands which had been in hers just a moment before. Fleeting instant, she can remember the warmth of that embrace, the trembling of the fingers, but then the sensation drifted away on the breeze and was gone. Memories flashed through Kaine's mind, one after the other, faster and faster, until they became a meaningless jangle of noise. Kaine screamed then, a thunder sound that echoed off the cliffs and seemed to roll away forever. The shade eastward, black ichor ichor out of fucking pouring from his mouth and dissolving into smoke on the ground below. The earth shook with every step as he crept towards his prey. Kindness' body slowly rose as if controlled by a mad puppet master. Her arms and legs were bent at impossible angles. Her head lolled dangerously to the side, yet somehow she managed to stand. Staring at the shade, her eyes began to glow with a deep red fire. The creature, so confident just moments before, took a slow, hesitant step backward, trying to discern if this broken human could possibly pose a threat. Kaina seized the moment, laughing like a madwoman. She leapt into the air and plunged the shattered hilt of her knife deep into the leg of the shade. The shade shook Kaina off like a fly, sending her crashing to earth once again. Her chest rose and fell slowly, as if the great weight were resting on it. Moist sounds of pain echoed through her mind. Something warm and thick oozed from her ears. Is that blood? Think it is. Think I'm bleeding to death. No, can't die. Grandma told me to live. Deep inside Kaina's mind, something finally broke. The sound, the pain, the smoke, and the flames, all of it faded away until all that remained was a single incantation repeated over and over again. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it. Kill it now. As the spark that was Kaina slowly began to flicker and die, she felt her desire to kill, her desire to live, blend into one. The distance between heartbeats grew longer and longer and longer. Jesus Christ, that was long. That was an hour of reading. Jesus.
The beast approaches.
Oh, I know.
I really have to go, but I need to find a save. Okay, now we're playing as Kaina, I guess. That was extremely long, yeah. Or not. We're still playing as me.
What anger this creature must have. How did it even survive these past 5 years?
I'm not gonna let this happen again. It dies today. My sword, it's light.
It's not the blade, but the skill of the user. Strike it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some dinner and then I'm having a tournament after this. And play some League with my friends. Snap that motherfucker. Man, it's getting hot in Sweden. Jesus Christ, man, I'm sweating balls. No, 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 no. Fuck, really? Quickly, softly, shade your little. I'm just gonna read through. Quick. I'm not gonna read it out loud anymore because, yeah, it's gonna take way too long. What? Does multiplicates beyond the swarm across the image. What the fuck is happening? And yeah, the tournament will be Swedish. Well, it won't be like Swedish in that way. It's like we'll be talking in Swedish, if that's what I mean. What is happening? Okay, so this is a shade trying to take over her body. What the fuck is happening? Is it like fucking... I also don't get why they called her a freak. They called her a freak even before all of this. This is the part where she's getting, you know, the half shade part. But they called her a freak even before. Why? Okay.
Alive. Stay alive. Stay
So
alive.
she runs out of hate.
Grandma.
Kaine, you gotta live. You gotta come back to us.
Oh, hey. Emil, you were the one calling me, weren't you?
You still recognize me?
Of course. I knew you right away. Shit. Any luck with Yona?
We are still no closer to finding her. We need a way to locate the Shadow Lord.
I'm not sure who we're playing as.
By the way,
Is that
it's not as good as your grand.
No, it's...
Okay, can I save now? I fucking need to go.
Kaine waking from her long petrified sleep. Emil's unflagging kindness. Our reunion was a happy one, and we let it wash over us like rain. That is, until Devila and Popola had to go and ruin it all. Are you kidding me?
Please, people.
This is crap.
We
No, you.
people as right.
But
We'll so.
What is the...
Kaine all never did.
We sh...
Yokotaro, let
I
me
didn't get
save.
much sleep that night.
Fuck. Was it this long?
For the first time in my life, I hated Devila. For the first time in my life, I doubted Popola. But those feelings are pointless in the end.
Fuck me.
They
Ooh.
said and did what they did for the sake of the village.
Yes, I know, I've seen this already. You can skip this.
To protect it from the horror.
I got
of
9
shades.
minutes. Jesus Christ. I can't even skip this.
Really, how can I blame Devila and Popola?
They're doing this for the village.
In the end, I'm just as bad.
Because I never considered.
Because I never once stopped to think about Kaine and Emil's situation myself.
Their pain and their struggles. Fucking news story. Yeah. Can I go say?
I should apologize, but
I got a fire going.
wait.
I'm so happy to get to talk to you again.
Yeah.
I tried everything I could.
Fuck, I wanna
special
know this,
cloth.
but
Wait, you... Hey, Emil.
I guess you know.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, at least I can look at. Hey, so
I'm not very...
come on.
Fine, this all happened. My body is... different.
fuck.
When the
I have
villagers
to go.
found out
I really
about
have to go now.
They
So
started treating me like a freak.
I guess I can close down the game now, and then I can just resume. I guess do all the fucking reading again.
But one person, no matter how bad she's... Yeah.
Oh, hey! Since we cured your petrification, I know we can pack.
Let me get...
Okay.
Fuck. And no, I can't. So there will be no food until I finish one game at least. Then I will run down and get some food. Ah! Can I move yet?
I need...
I read ish. Oh, I know the gist of it, so. Alright, thank you for watching. It's been like a good read. The story has been a lot more interesting in this part, so far at least. But yeah, if you guys enjoy watching, please consider giving me a follow. And yes, I'll continue to give you some more content in the future. Anyway, goodbye.